You've watched their on-screen journey, Penelope and Colin's slow-burn romance. But there's an even more compelling story behind the scenes. We're diving deep into the real-life friendship that fuels all the magic. Setting the table, Seasons 1 and 2, Friendship in the Making. From the very first wallflower jokes to the final ballroom scene, the chemistry between Nicola and Luke never happened overnight. It was intentionally built, through years of rehearsal, rapport, and a whole lot of laughter. Long before romancing Mr. Bridgerton inspired their Season 3 romance, the two were already bonded on set. Nicola revealed they had known each other and practiced dance scenes together for nearly 4 years before the wedding bells rang on screen. That shared familiarity translated straight into emotional safety between them. Luke later said they'd built a foundation of trust. In vulnerable moments on set, Nicola and Luke leaned on each other and had each other's backs, a kind of safety net that few co-stars get to experience. The first kiss, awkward, terrifying, and beautiful. When filming Penelope's very first kiss ever, her first kiss with Colin, Nicola admitted to being completely and utterly terrified. She said it felt like the most awkward teenage moment, her heart pounding, worried she'd be a horrible kisser in front of her best friend. But they prepared, together. With their intimacy coordinator Lizzie Talbot, they rehearsed until they felt comfortable in every awkward pause. And when it finally aired, even fellow cast members called it the most beautiful on-screen kiss lifted right out of the novels. Intimacy with a heart, how they chose to honor the love. During Part 2 press, Luke shared how Nicola and he actively decided to keep their characters' steamy scenes grounded in reality, not fantasy. They discussed how gentle Penelope and Colin's first night together should feel, checking in on consent, pacing, and how their characters would really behave. Nicola said the intimacy felt very real, messy at times, sometimes a laugh bloomed under the blankets. Those authentic bits made the connection resonate in every stare and sigh. The carriage scene and the broken chaise. Episode 4's carriage scene broke the internet and the chaise lounge. Literally. Nicola casually revealed on Instagram she and Luke were really going for it, and one thus chaise snapped under them mid-scene. Intimacy coordinator Lizzie Talbot even reposted the shot, calling it one of my favorite work pictures ever, noting it just let us know something was going to be special. The showrunner later admitted the broken furniture perfectly summed up what filming this season became: emotional discovery, comfort, and just so much joy. Little moments, big impact, the improv that made the internet swoon. Netflix fans screamed when Colin adjusts Penelope's skirt with a stir under the carriage seat. That careless delicacy wasn't written, it was Luke's idea. A spark of improv in a tender moment. These micro-scenes, unrehearsed, intuitive, were only possible because both actors felt completely safe to question, tweak, and trust one another. Public partners, supporting beyond the screen. At a Bridgerton premiere in Australia, Luke donned a t-shirt Nicola designed for Choose Love, a refugee support charity. He wasn't just a co-star, but a proud friend showing solidarity, reciprocal trust that goes well beyond filming. In New York, Nicola said Luke was a really special person in my life, adding that a friendship that big makes doing such huge work not just bearable, but joyous. They've addressed at length, often with amusement, the shipping rumors. Both clearly stated, we are just friends, though they find the speculation sweet. They never leaned into it. Imran says they'd rather let the on-screen story speak for itself. Fandom wisdom, how fans YouTube shipped the friendship. Even online, fans thrived on the visible energy between Nicola and Luke, not sparked by fanfic, but by raw compassion and respect. Sometimes Luke is overlooked, but watching his subtle, expressive face in S3, I became an instant fan. They're real dear friends and biggest cheerleaders for each other. It's so reassuring amid online pressure. That's the difference between parable in the media and real is real. Polyfans value the kindness they see, not just the kissing scenes. Why it works, the friendship formula. Their off-screen synergy came home because they weren't just playing lovers, they were acting as two people who already belonged in the same world. That authenticity lends weight to every glance and gesture. The gift we got, what their bond teaches us. When you look back at Pollen's most memorable scenes, kissing under chandeliers, the vulnerable bedroom admission, you realize, it's only cinematic magic because it was grounded in trust. That's what we can all learn from this. Deep friendship can create complicated love stories and make watching them feel safe. Closing thoughts and CALLTO action. Nicola and Luke's journey from friendship to Pollen romance didn't just make Bridgerton Season 3, it remade how we see intimacy on screen. Not manufactured, but earned. And it wouldn't have worked without the friendship behind it. Thanks for watching. If you loved learning about Pollen's off-screen bond, hit the like button, subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories, and let us know below your favorite Nicola-Luke moment, and why it made you feel something real, *. Subscribe more videos.